This episode is sponsored by Joe Hills, a.k.a. Times Squared, creator of the webcomic jackofallblades.com.
The pyro is your mother?
Uh-huh.
Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor!
I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast, with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, Wes Wilson, and Spencer Williams.
Control Point, episode 94.6, recorded on November 7th, 2009! Aye, aye, aye!
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Hemanena.
And all four of us, we make the hosts of CP.
And we got special guests. I'm excited about the special guests.
I am too.
We got
I
two.
am 3.
We got, who do we got? We have Mr.Eagle.
Hey.
And we have Johnny Napalm.
Mr. Silverman. Shabba.
Nice. So, what a show we have today.
A shiz-o.
Or actually tonight. This is actually Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but don't get that confused. We normally record on Sundays at around 3 o'clock Central Time. So join us at deadworkers.com/live.
True.
It'll be Sunday in 8 minutes.
Nice. So yeah, we're up late. We're doing this kind of a weird way here because we're missing Wes, and he for some weird reason wanted a third nostril, so he went and got nose surgery, and so I don't know how that turned out, but
I think the quote was he has pudding in his nose right now, so we didn't want that anywhere near us.
yeah, no one.
Like, would you want pudding in your nose near you?
So he's at home with a bandage over his nose from nose surgery, and he probably sounds like this or something like that. So maybe I should be Wes.
Do your pedo voice like that.
Wes.
This is me. I'm Wes. So you're stuck with us. So you're stuck with 6 of us today. 2 girls.
Hey. Holla.
Holla.
And 4 guys.
What up, man? How's it going?
All right, so cool.
And
All
we
right.
got an episode full of juicy stuff, right?
It's very juicy, you know. And today we have a chat room full of 57 people on Saturday night.
What?
It's very exciting. So let's get on into this thing. Do we have a briefcase, or are we not doing that today? Do we have a briefcase?
I'll make the briefcase sound.
We do have a briefcase. You want me to open it? Click. It's open. There's margaritas in it.
Margaritas. in it.
I told you earlier.
It's good. It's good.
Nice. Yes, it is very true. If you can hear this,
It's totally empty now.
this is margaritas that we're drinking right now. So it's going to be that kind of show.
If you hear
people.
this, it's water.
If you can hear it, it's Hemanena hitting the mic with a plastic glass. Okay, so first of all,
Feel left out.
we have been happy with lopings.net. Or at least I've been happy. I played last night with our admin right here on the show, Johnny Napalm, who configures the lopings.net server like crazy. Like you're a crazy admin man.
Johnny.
And so lopings.net, I would highly recommend going to these guys for all of your server needs.
And tell them we sent you. And tell them we sent you because we love you.
Yes.
Because you did send it.
And if there's any kind of like coupon thing, put in Control Point. It probably won't give you any kind of discount. But just in case, put it in there.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't hurt. So yes, lopings.net. Let's get on over to the weeks. And let's someone else start with their weeks. Someone who... Hemanena?
I would love to start with my week.
You don't want to start with your week?
Well, I said I'd love to.
Oh, you would love
It
to.
was good. My week is all right. I started drinking coffee this week, so I'll
Nice.
be ruined for coffee till after college. That's gonna be nice. So,
Are you drinking coffee while you play TF2?
have not tried that yet.
It might help.
Just don't play a sniper. Yeah. Ah!
She'll be jittery.
Almost had the headshot again.
She'll be jittery. Yeah. So I want to talk about my TF2 week or my actual week?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, who knows?
Both. Oh, we see you're dressed up as a spy.
I am the spy tonight.
You were a scout last time, and now you're a spy?
Maybe each week I'll go through a different class. I could wear like a plaid skirt for the demo girl. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. So, for anyone not in the know, Hemanena was here on episode 91. If you look at the episode graphic, then you'll see a picture of her. And you were actually here last week, too.
Yes.
She just keeps showing up. I don't know what the deal is.
I hope this pleases you, Internet.
It pleases.
She's a cloak and dagger spy. She never left.
Oh.
Oh.
Johnny, always
That's slightly creepy.
What I said last week. Well, one last thing. I actually got all the Halloween achievements this week.
The scare achievements?
The scare achievements. I now have
Good
a
job.
really dirty hat. Couple of them, actually.
You have the gibbous?
I have the gibbous. I got the gibbous.
And the mask?
And the mask.
You had the real mask. I think the real mask you made is better than any in-game item ever.
Yes, doesn't fit on my head. Gotta thank.
Who'd you dominate to get your gibbous?
I was about to say, I had to thank Snuggernaut because he actually stayed with me, and it wasn't working for me for a while, Valve. Like, we were on, 3 separate servers, and a bunch of my friends were trying to help me. I'm like, I gotta get this before the event's over, and the scare achievements, weren't working for me for about, an hour and a half.
That's weird.
And it was weird, it wouldn't, count on my stuff, but then it did. And we actually ended up going to CP1, and I actually got a lot of spy achievements. I'm like, Snuggernaut, let me stab you in the back. Let me get some more achievements with this. So that's as I got a spy achievement, that's the first time I've actually backstabbed someone successfully either. I actually got the achievements.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. Thanks, Snugs. I love you.
Thank you, Snuggernaut.
It's all creepy when you say it.
I'm just thinking, that's thank you, number 1, Snuggernaut. There'll be more later.
Yikes. Anyway, moving on.
Bye.
Anything else crazy happen in TF2 land?
Got killed a lot. Again, some more.
It happens.
Tried to play some heavy.
What's your main class that you play mostly?
Generally, actually, I like playing Scout because it's so much more comfortable as I'm playing the game to go faster around
Hold up a
places.
second. I hate to interrupt, but we got a call here.
All right.
Hey. Who is this? Hey, Mintalk, you know we're recording a podcast?
I kind of do because people are telling me that the Ustream is all messed up. Have you guys looked at it?
Yeah, it looks fine for me.
Everyone's complaining to me and asking me to call you about it.
Oh, well, thank you for calling in. It looks fine.
All right, well, I suggest that you look into it, man. It seems that people are saying that they can't view anymore.
Okay, well, I suggest everybody to refresh if you're having issues.
Hey,
chat died for
while you have...
Refreshed and I can't get a damn thing.
Huh. That's odd.
Ask Mintalk what his week was like.
Hey, what was your week like, Mintalk?
In TF2.
My week?
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. I got to play with you guys on Team Fortress 2 the other day.
That was fun.
And the event, and the Halloween event map, that was awesome.
Last night, even.
And that Moonshine map was equally as awesome.
That was a good
Lots
map.
of fun, especially in Spy.
So now we have 7 people on the show.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is getting crazy here.
Oh, man.
We're all going to be holding up phones to the microphones with a second person calling in.
I know, it's great.
Can I call in and be on Skype like this?
Well, if you really want me to be on the show, I can call in Skype. Otherwise, I can just hang up.
Yeah, we'll probably just have you hang up for now. We got a lot of people on.
Okay, bye-bye.
But hey, I've had a lot of people saying we need to do a safe house, a new one, so we're going to do it. You and me.
Okay, tonight?
No.
You and me.
But some other time. And we'll get to that later.
Bye,
but hey, thanks for calling in, Mintalk. It's always good to hear from you.
I love you, too.
I love you.
Keep those nipples nice and sweaty. I don't know.
Sleepcon 3, you will rub them. I promise.
Nice.
Bye.
Good night.
Wow. All right.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt like that, but, when Mintalk calls on the phone, you got to answer.
Yeah, this is true. It's a law.
So, apparently people are having trouble in the chat rooms. I'm not. I mean, I'm actually watching the stream live here.
Interesting.
So I don't know what the issue is. Well, hey.
Locked up? I don't see any
apparently,
updates.
Apparently my
Yeah,
phone's
it's locked up over
popular
here, too.
tonight.
But I see the video and everything.
So here we've got Wes Wilson.
Hey, Wes.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good,
Doing
Nosy.
great.
How's it
I'm in
going,
your
Pudding
chair.
Face?
I'm in your
Hey,
chair.
I'm doing fine. I got pudding in my nose. Hey, yeah,
Good to
the
hear you,
camera's
Wes.
not
It's
working.
really good to hear you.
Really good to hear you.
Are you having problems with the watching from the chat room too?
No, I can watch the stream just fine. The problem is you can't connect to the IRC chat.
Chat anymore?
Okay, I'm actually having that problem too.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Me 3.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm glad you called in and clarified that.
I
So,
wondered if chat was dead.
Okay, well, you guys have fun.
hey, I hope you feel better, and I hope Wendy feels better too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And we'll see you soon, big guy.
Okay, bye.
Love
We
you.
love you and your nose.
Bye, Wes.
So, okay, you have it there. I'm glad Wes called in. That clarifies a lot of stuff. So the stream works fine. The chat doesn't. If you want to chat with people, start a thread on the forums, and y'all just chat back and forth real fast like that. That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
And this is actually why this is episode 94.6 is because this is kind of a weird off episode, and if you actually compute 94.6, if you're like a mathematician,
Magician,
you'll figure out the semblance of the number. Of
little
the episode.
math
And you can tell us
magician.
what the semblance is.
Yeah, and if you
signals
figure it
figure
out,
it out, buddy.
email cp@deadworkers.com.
Because we don't know.
So we're doing weeks still.
I think so. I'm sorry. I walked all over someone's week.
Ow.
It's really Mentalk's fault that Hemanena doesn't get a finisher week.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, Hemanena.
I mean, next week in an
was it-
hour.
Nice. That's very true.
Don't worry about this one. Start the next one. What was I
Oh, in
talking
2 days,
about?
tomorrow will be yesterday. So.
Yeah.
It's already next week in Canada.
From the
Canada,
Canadian.
always a
Because
week
of the exchange
ahead.
rate,
Canadian.
Eagle?
Is that only on like
The hour's
postcards?
getting shorter because I think we're almost par with you now. So
Yeah.
So do y'all have like sunlight like 24/7 for like years?
yeah, and with our dog sleds and igloos and things.
Canada's all like a mystery to me. I think they have like 3 buildings there, and then the rest is just snow and trees.
They have.
We may have to hold a CPCon Canada.
I would love to do
You
that,
do
but
that.
talk about not being able to afford it.
A lot of a lot of good things came out of Canada, like Michael J.
William
Fox. Yeah, totally.
It's all actors trying to get away from
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, good stuff.
So why don't they just stay up there on SCTV? Like, why do they have to come to America and get on TV here?
Money.
Why do they gotta come down here?
Is it taxes? Let's get honest here. Is it taxes? Is it the healthcare system? Okay, different podcast.
Healthcare podcast.
Con Junior Politicon.
So whose week are we on? Are we still on Emmy's
We've only
week?
done one, and it
Yeah.
may not be over.
So you want to continue?
I'm not sure at this point.
Neither are we, but we still blaze
Just
a
start,
path
we'll
through
keep
the
interrupting.
podcast.
My week was good. I started drinking coffee. Scare achievements.
The wrap up.
I am dressed like a spy.
Awesome.
I
So
look good, so
Let's do
let's do a pyro.
Mr.
we know.
Eagle.
Okay, we can do soldier.
Oh.
My week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we're all going to be talking about that game last night because that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was a ton of fun.
Me and Johnny were talking about that last heart map that we played.
HAARP.
It felt like Snowfort, kind of, I thought.
Mhm.
It was just craziness, and there's that cool snowing outdoor part. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun on it.
That was a weird glacier thing. Like you have to capture the briefcase and then take it to their little glacier hole.
And the indoor is cool too. It feels like one of those super evil villains that's like the kind of evil villain that drinks wine while he waits for you. There's that red carpet that goes up the
Do you have a
stairs.
cat?
Yeah, and pets his
Rooms
cat.
off the side.
Yeah.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Nice.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
I just know that because I killed him last night in a wow. They actually had anyway.
Really?
long
Yeah, that was a
story.
good game. I saw Eric was playing, and I was like, "Whoa, Eric is playing."
Whoa.
So then I went and viewed the game, and I saw Bren was playing, and I saw Johnny was playing, and I saw Rasputin was playing, and Red Peasant, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
So then
was-
I had to wait for
yeah.
about 5 minutes to get in,
I need to
and
get
then
on
like
and
4 people left at once, so I got in and played the last 2 games before everyone left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Eric's doing. I got a text that said TF2 time, and I said, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
I need to get on some night where you guys are actually playing. I think the only person I've really had the opportunity to play with is Johnny Napalm.
Really?
You haven't added me on Steam yet.
Who are you on Steam?
Hmm?
I did.
I think he's changed his name to Hemanena's hubby.
Have you really?
Yeah, well.
Trying to get the creep factor out of the way real fast, and then we can move on. And
I still can't see chat.
The marriage joke is over. How'd it go? So I got my Left 4 Dead 2 hat as well.
Oh,
which one?
Let's talk about that.
Oh, the Left 4 Dead hat. I'm slow.
Now, this is the one you get from buying or pre-ordering. Right?
Pre-ordering,
Right.
yeah.
Bill's hat.
It's too bad you couldn't get Lewis's tie.
Nice.
That would be so cool.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
But how would that change the spy? He would just have 2 ties. He could wear one around his head.
Yeah.
He could choke people with the other one. That's what I want to see. The spy needs to get like a Garrett.
Yeah.
Choke people. I love bringing podcasts down, talking about the Garrett.
No kidding, man.
Garrote.
What?
That's how it's spelled.
Garrote. So,
but instead they gave the sniper the Garrote. Anyway, so Eagles. We're on Eagles
a few
week,
of the
right?
games that probably aren't worth mentioning. I played a bit though.
Probably not.
Played
If
some-
Eric and I
played
weren't
Demo
playing, they're
Left
probably
4
not
Dead
worth
2 a few
mentioning.
times, and some WoW a little bit, and yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, I've noticed you on WoW a lot. You got to like 20 something. I tried to catch up today, but man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to help you with that, dude.
Let's smooth on over to Johnny Napalm's week.
Napalm?
Johnny
Napalm.
Well, I think all I did was play too. I think did a little bit of map updating too. Trying to remember if I mentioned it last time already. I think the only thing that was different from on the server anyway from last week's state of the servers was updating CTF Bermuda to B1A or something, and then we had another update that we did like on the 2nd, I think. And then, or was it the 4th? I don't remember. Anyway. And then after all that server crap, I played a whole bunch last night with all you cool peoples.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was the epic.
Yeah.
And actually, Johnny, you wanted to keep going, and I was totally tired because I had woken up early.
I was bummed out when you left, man. I was like, oh, come on, I'm going to keep playing, because I know how big you are on trying out new maps and stuff. I'm like, dude, tonight is going to be, I'm going to be changing it to, maps that nobody ever plays and stuff.
Yeah, like an exploration night or something.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Harp's got to go on rotation.
Like I want a good night where we all play prop hunt. You know?
You should go and do that. I love some prop hunt.
Because I don't think we've had like a good prop hunt game. With a lot of people I know at least. I mean, I like playing with all kinds of CPers and stuff, but like just people that I know. Like I've never played prop hunt with Brent or Wes or Spencer.
I've never played
or
it.
Johnny or
ever.
anybody here.
This is relevant to my interest. I haven't played it either.
Really?
Oh,
Me neither,
well, screw the
actually.
podcast. We're going to go play prop hunt.
Yeah.
Bye,
I don't
guys.
think. I think Wes had never played it. Either that or it was Spencer. Someone. It was during
I have never played it.
Wes
Rapid
played it
Fire.
because he talked about it on an episode.
Oh, that's
back when
right.
He was a control point and nobody could see him because
That's
he was
right.
up high.
Yeah, I think it was Spencer. It was like a rapid fire question or something that we had. But yeah, we should totally do that.
Yep. And we try some dice roll stuff too.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I discovered TF2 Mario Kart. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Man.
That map
Mario
is
Kart's fun.
terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
So, have you seen the magic that is Cyberpunk yet?
Cyberpunk.
We're going to have to get you into a match of Cyberpunk one night. That is the most awesome map ever. The only thing that could make it better is if it had a ending. Like, I don't know, a briefcase or a control point. Either one. I think didn't someone say they remade it with some kind of ending?
I thought I had heard something about that, but I don't remember.
If
ever
not,
getting a
I'm
link to
talking
that.
about 2 tracks going down the center. A little race kart race through Cyberpunk. How awesome would that be?
LR Cyberpunk.
awesome.
Nice.
I still want to see some sort of like Spy in the Discotheque game.
Yeah,
like a
baby.
little mini game. You know?
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Bread.
Bread.
Whose week is it now?
Sabrina, you haven't played in a while.
Yeah, if we want to go back about 3 months and talk about that week.
Okay, let's do it. If we could turn back time.
Your memory's
Impressed if you could remember.
No,
that.
I think the last time I played actually was that time that I caused the whole like Journey thing. Everybody changed their name because I changed my name to Steve Perry, and I left it for the past few months. Like, what I actually, I actually played Portal after that time, and I've replayed Portal like 3 times now, and so I just never go back to TF2. But are we going to talk about my complaint of why I hardly ever actually go back to playing?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, well, anyway, I won't mention it yet.
Yeah. Discussion time for that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But no, as far as anything else, I think I played a little WoW this week. I've had a bunch of surgeries, so I've just been kind of on pain meds and pass out at random moments.
Let's hear it for
even
meds.
at work. So
Let's hear it for some pain meds. High five.
Medication.
And a little
that's
rock
my
band
week's kind of
Beatles.
been fuzzy, so that's about it.
Cool. So that's good. I'm excited about the complaint of why you don't want to play anymore.
Oh wait, I'll still play, but it's the reason why I don't play very often.
Cool. I guess I'll do my week. We'll leave the best for last, being Brent.
Brently do.
I think.
So, how was your week, Eric?
All right. Good of you to ask. So my week was good. I played. You know what? It's the same thing that Mr. Eagle and Johnny Napalm just said. I played harp. I played. Let's see. What was? I forgot what the map was when I first joined. Do you guys remember?
We were either on Harvest or Moonshine when you joined. I can't remember.
I think it was Moonshine.
Moonshine, water in the middle and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. Moonshine.
That one's a little weird. I was a little confused and.
Is that where you grab the briefcase and take it to their side?
No, Moonshine's the king of the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of flanking routes there. There's so many different ways to get in, and people are always getting in behind us and trying to build sentries and stuff.
Well, I thought we started on the same map, though.
I played a map before I texted you.
I see how it is.
We need some Brent up in here.
I see how it is.
We played some harp, of course. We played a lot of Harvest, and I kind of wanted to harvest my hat out of the map.
Nice.
You like that?
Segue.
The interesting thing about playing Harvest is, of course, everyone knows you get the little thriller taunt, and you get the opportunity of getting a hat, the gibbous, if you dominate someone else wearing the hat. Well, for some weird reason, after playing that map, I don't know how many times, 5, 6, 7 times, we played another map. I think it was harp after that. But at that point, when I hit my taunt, I was taunting as if I was on Harvest. And other people were doing the same thing. So it was a strange bug. Then on harp, not Harvest anymore, I got the Gibbous hat. I dominated someone. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was always on the other maps.
Isn't that weird though? I mean, is that a bug?
No, they did that right from the beginning. That was intended right from the very beginning of that event. The domination one and another one worked across all maps.
Really?
I think the thriller taunt.
I think it was the spy one, the spy achievement. I think that one as well worked across all maps.
Oh yeah.
And then the pumpkin and everything else had to be on Harvest, obviously.
Okay. Huh.
I know the thriller taunt carried through because I was playing a little bit today and it was I could do that on one of the other King of the Hill maps.
Huh. Weird. I was having fun though. I thought, I'm feeling brave. I'm gonna play something other than Pyro, even though I'm like 99.5 hours of Pyro, almost 100. And I thought I would break 100 last night and be like today, woo! I got 100, woo! Maybe next week I'll break 100. But so I thought, I kind of want to play something else. I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling frisky. So I played Spy for a while. Got a couple achievements. I don't remember what they were because I don't play Spy that much. I think it's my 4th NPC. But I played for the rest of the night, the entire remainder of the night, I played Demo. Because I know it's kind of weird.
Demo?
Yeah,
What?
it's kind of strange.
Wes, what?
I know, but I thought I want a different dynamic, and so I played Demo, and I was really I was thinking I was pretty good at it. I don't know if I was actually good, but I mean, it's cool. Just using different strategies and stuff and techniques. I don't know. I like changing it up sometimes. Sometimes I'm just so focused in playing Pyro as if there's no other class available at all. I just automatically go Pyro. That when I play another class, I'm like, oh wow, it's like a new game. I did play.
I feel the same way, Eric. I've been playing a lot of Soldier and Demo lately too, just because I just keep thinking I've got 200 and some odd hours of Pyro. I'm like, God, I should just play something else.
I know Rasputin has like 300 or 400 or something. I don't know, it's insane. But
that guy loves Pyro.
I know. Oh man, me and Rasputin were having a good time. We were kind of like double teaming. Like we would just follow each other. It was like 2 Pyros, just like spraying everything. It was sweet.
That's what she said.
I think it was Harp that it's actually a pretty good Pyro map. But I ended up playing NG on that map a little bit, but mostly Demo. Just the rest of the night, I just finished it out with Demo. I think next time I might play something weird like Scout.
Hey.
Or, I mean, I think it's my
different.
My second LPC from the bottom, or Heavy. I don't know. I think I'm into playing some different classes these days, just to taste the waters. So anyway, Brent over there crunching away on ice, drinking margaritas. What was your week like?
It was good till I ran out of margaritas. Now it's all empty and I'm sad.
Oh,
like
rubbing it up against the mic.
Stuff. I'm gonna have to go fix another one somehow. What can I say? Y'all kind of ran over everything that I played that one night too. Y'all played. Got a text from Eric and said, "Hey, TF2." So I said, "Yeah, let's do it." I was doing good as Soldier for a while, and we switched it to Harvest, and there's a really good pattern of just coming straight out of the respawn room, jumping up on the roof, and then jumping straight on top of the control point, coming down and hitting. But you end up with like 20 health though when you do that. So I was trying to figure out different ways of going without being with 20 health.
Yeah.
And what you can do is duck into the like if you jump up onto the roof, if you go to inside to the left through the windows there's some health in there that you can pick up, and then you can make your second jump.
Yeah, that's a good tip. That's a good tip.
Yeah,
it's right there next to a pumpkin.
I saw you up there a lot.
On the roof?
Yeah. And you killed me a lot, too.
Yeah, and I think Johnny and I had a good little duo kill where we killed each other at the same time. That was awesome. And then I was like, I now when I log in, I always feel like I have to play Soldier because I got that glowy weapon, right? The sparkles glow, and I feel like I'm kind of wasting something if I don't play that class. And I said, well, that's just stupid, so I'm going to start playing other things. Well, I sucked at everything besides Soldier that night. I mean, everything else I tried to play, I'd come as a sniper, and a scout would come and beat me over the head, and I was not liking life. So we switched to Harp, and I think I switched to Engineer. And I've got to say, I've got to start agreeing with Wes on this. Spies are just too freaking powerful compared to engineers. It's like they made the engineer where you put up your sentry and you have to stay with it. Because the spy's going to come up and kill your sentry if you don't. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like that. I want to be able to run away from my sentry and go out and shoot someone or hit them with my wrench and not be worried about, my gun getting sapped. I need something else to keep my gun from getting sapped than me having to run all the way back. And if you're dead, your sentry's gone. It shouldn't be you die and your sentry's automatically dead as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point of the sentry, just to leave it there, so you don't have to be there.
Oh, and sorry, Wes. Wes just called in and I accidentally hung up on him. If you want to call back, that's fine. I hit the wrong button.
I think he's about to tell us that chat isn't working. Is it working for you?
Yeah, you just lost video. I just texted you, actually, Brent.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing just went down.
I'm sure it sounds like Ustream's having problems tonight.
Yeah, I think it's down.
You guys will see it later.
So,
just
yeah, this would be the best episode ever. We're probably not. We're not recording right now, are we?
Oh no, we wouldn't do anything like that.
Here
best episode with new chat.
Sorry about all that. But yeah, and I had fun playing Engineer except for the spies part, and then I switched to something else, and it was hard. There was no communication on the team, so that was kind of annoying.
Well, but it was more like a party atmosphere.
Well, yeah, but it's like when you're coming down, you got a minute left to go cap that thing. I guess it's just the competitive nature in me that I'm just like, well, let's at least cap it. Come on, let's work together to cap it, and then we can party on the next level.
Right.
But,
yeah, I kind of like the combination of the two, I guess. Like, not really hardcore competitive kind of thing, but not just being stupid, right? And not just messing around, run around dancing and stuff, but like really playing, but still being social enough to actually put it on All Talk. I know it's kind of weird to put it on All Talk and actually play seriously, but I mean, you can't really call out spies and stuff. Yeah. Even though I did, I would forget. But I mean, I like the combination. But it was a Friday
and I like
night.
to call out spies in All Talk anyway, just to make them change costumes and stuff. It's like, I don't really care where you are, but you're about to change your costume because I'm going to call you out.
Right.
But on that map, it's just like there's one point where it's like 30, 40 seconds left, and I've got the briefcase, and I'm like standing in a corner waiting for people to push in, and they're all just standing there.
Yeah.
Just throwing rockets down the hallway. But I'm like, if y'all want to win, y'all need to push. Just y'all push in, and I'll come in behind you and cap it.
Rush.
Yeah. Right. We got to do something. We can't just stand here in the hallway and throw lob grenades. We're not going to win. It just doesn't happen. It's like when someone's about to get the last point. It's like you got to get on the point, or they're going to win. I mean, you understand that. That game mechanic. It's kind of intrinsic to the whole game system here. If you don't understand, you got to get on the point at some point, or we're going to lose. Mm-hmm. And it's just sometimes like that I get frustrated and then I rage quit, and that's why I left the game that night.
Really?
Because I was like, oh,
I just thought you were tired.
That. No, I was a little tired, but I was also like, we should have had that. And when I get competitive and tired at the same time, I'm becoming an asshole, and I don't really want to portray that on the in the game. I want everybody to have fun and not worry about it. But
yeah.
But yeah, so next time I'm on there, y'all better win. Y'all make me lose again, I'm gonna rage quit. Thanks a lot, jerks.
QQ.
But it was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun with everybody.
That's cool.
I freeze bombed Eric. That was fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about all the admin tricks.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what does this disco thing do? And then all of a sudden, everybody's like blinking.
You guys turned that on. That was awesome.
Yeah, disco mode. Yeah, people were kind of confused. They're like, oh my God, I can't tell who's what color. And it's like, well, the opposing team are the people that are changing colors, not your team. So whoever's flashing, kill them.
Oh, see, I didn't realize that.
Oh, really? Oh,
I didn't realize that either. I thought everybody flashed.
Oh, no, it's just the opposing team.
No, I think it's everybody.
Really? No, I
Are there
swear.
a lot of people near me flashing, not shooting at me?
Well, the thing was, I didn't even know what disco mode was doing. I mean, I saw that it was enabled, but I was in my spawn with a couple other people standing around me, and they weren't flashing, so that's why I think it at least. So I don't know. Unless I'm seeing things or whatever, or demented, or possessed, or a number of other things. So, wow. So that was everyone's weeks.
Koala.
Yeah, holler.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. So let's do the live Johnny's State of the Servers right here.
Oh, man.
Or did you already... I guess you already kind of said that during your week, didn't you?
And while he does say
pretty much
servers,
covered it. The only thing I would want to say that I recorded for you in the off chance I wasn't going to be on the show today was, people. I would like to see people get into the forums at deadworkers.com/community and provide some feedback on the rotation. I know it's been kind of stale of late, and I'd like to see. I want to see some of the cool new stuff in the rotation, and I don't want to just go making changes like that without any kind of feedback. So,
right.
And I know some people are tired of some of the maps that are in the rotation. I know there's been a lot of hate lately for Royal and Castle, so those two will probably go in favor of something more fun or more interesting. But I'd like to hear what people think. So yeah, Harp, and like Vector is another cool one. Mm-hmm. Ctf Aurora, if people ever figure out how to play that one.
Right, I know.
It's such a pretty map, and the game mechanic's kind of fun. And you drop in with the intel into that chute, and then the doors open up and the sentries kill you. That's just a lot of fun. So maybe that might make the rotation if people like it. But we gotta get them to play it and post in the forum. So get out there and do that.
Get out there and play. What's good, Trip?
What's good, Trip?
All right, so let's get on to On the Loudspeaker.
Those are discussions.
On the loudspeaker.
Yeah, Bob Mills.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bob Mills in the house.
Big ups to Bob Mills.
That was snappy.
That
I
was
love it.
intense there.
Makes me want to get a haircut. Okay, on the loudspeaker, we have a TF2 update that happened on November 2, 2009.
Deuce.
This is very tiny, though, but it had to happen.
Yes.
Ooh, I mentioned this already.
This is the... well, actually, last week, I think it was before Halloween, or maybe it was after Halloween. I don't remember. But anyway, this is Bill's Hat. They added Bill's Hat for players who pre-purchased Left 4 Dead 2. I kind of have an issue with this, but I'll go on to the next one. I'll get back to that one in a second. They fixed client-side performance problem after changing levels on Koth Harvest event. Okay, big deal.
So this is something that a lot of games are doing these days, where they'll give you something in their game to go buy someone else's game. You know, like Warhammer did it, so you'd buy Command and Conquer. Like, what do those two games have to do with each other at all?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's no relationship, but still, I have an issue because it's like product placement. It's like, how lame is that? It kind of it makes you feel like don't take me for some gullible audience member. Like, I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I love Steam. I love all the games they put out. It's like cross promotion. It feels kind of dirty. It's like, you know, if you get our other game, then we'll give you perks in this game. And it's like,
you actually play.
Well, yeah.
Well, there is a fairness about it, though. It's not quite the same as Warhammer and Red Alert, because you guys were talking about this last week. They keep updating TF2, and you guys were talking last week as to why. Because they're not making much money off it, and it seems like a weird business model. And this isn't a game that's probably making as much off sales as those other games. So, in a way, it's, you know, if they want to promote another game through this when they're putting so much work into TF2 after all this time,
yeah,
I don't have an issue with that. I mean,
I don't have a problem to a point.
Keep working on TF2 the way they are, then go for it.
I don't have a problem to a point, but in a year, if they keep doing this for like all the games that they come out, and there's like all these... I mean, part of the reason why we play TF2 is the artwork, right? I mean, can we agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
that if they had crappy artwork that we wouldn't play. Well, now all of a sudden they're taking the game out of kind of the era that it was built in, right? Because all these people are wearing these weird hats that maybe aren't designed for that time. I mean, what, like I saw the other day there was a soldier wearing like a pot on his head. Well, that's just stupid. It's not even a hat.
Yeah.
You know, so now look at this guy every time he jumps in front of me, and I'm like, that is stupid. And it takes me out of the game immediately. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of the crossover with MMOs. Like our other show, World of WoW.
You can see deadworks.com/live.
Nice. We talked about this week. We talked about pets and cosmetic changes to the game, elements that you can purchase with real money that change the game only cosmetically. Things that don't matter, things that don't disturb the balance of the game, but give you things like pets and haircuts and whatever. So now we're in an era where Steam, or Valve, sorry, they want to kind of corner that market as well and start giving you cosmetic things like hats and stuff. Of course, you know, it's not part of the business model yet because they're not charging you for, you know, a hat or a pet or a skin color change. But kind of in a sense, now, all of a sudden, they are.
Yeah.
So if you buy this game early, you get a hat. Well, that's kind of an easy way in to say that, well, maybe next month, if you
Give us
purchase
$5.
Yeah, if you give us 5 bones, then we'll give you
a a hat,
like paisley colored KGBs or something.
No, and I don't mind. I will say honestly, I don't mind them doing that. I don't mind them giving out hats. I don't mind them doing whatever hats. But let's make the hats fit the game still. Let's make it still.
I can see that.
Fit the game and not be something weird and just really goofy. TF2 has always kind of had a little humor in it, and so I can see the the pot on the head. Yeah, it's funny, whatever. But
I think Bill's beret fits TF2 better than some of the hats that you can get from drops, though. Really,
I thought so too.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Soldier, I mean. Totally.
Although I had a question about that. I haven't tested this, and I was wondering this last night while I was lying in bed. Did they fix the soldier's shovel taunt then? Because when you do the shovel taunt on his helmet, it goes donk, donk, donk because it's metal.
Right.
Has anyone tested it with Bill's hat? Does it make a soft cushion noise?
Maybe it knocks him out.
That's a good point. I don't know.
The only time I did that, it did the Thriller taunt anyway. So
the shovel comes away with blood.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But do you see if they keep on with TF2 and just say, hey, well, this is how we'll make the monies. We'll do these cross promotions with all of our other games. In a year, the game is going to look nothing like TF2.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody else have that worry? I mean, that's my worry about it.
Yeah.
I have a worry, but it seems to me Valve loves this game so much. I don't know. I don't worry about it too much.
Well,
I think half the reason they're still working on it is because they actually do love what they've come up with. So,
yeah, I think you're right. And it's kind of like, how long can they really hang on to this property? It's the game came out in 2007, and they've really extended it. They've embraced the community as far as maps and mods and stuff like that, and they've given props to people. Even this show, they link to us in their blog and everything, and that's great. But it's like, is it out of desperation? Because in 2 blog posts they said, and I don't know if it was jokingly because they're always tongue in cheek, but they say, to save the company, we have, done this and that. No, the company's saved. Valve is saved. It's great.
Yeah, I think it may be tongue-in-cheek, right? It's not really saving Valve or whatever, but
I don't think so either.
It is kind of helping us, right, a little bit.
Well,
and that's cool.
Yeah.
And I hope they find some other model then to just bork up the game with it, because artwork is part of it. Just keep that in mind, Valve. The artwork is part of the game.
Oh yeah, and the humor, of course, like the fact that the game feels very dynamic every time you play it. It doesn't feel like the same old crap. It's like, the fact that the voices are triggered every time something happens. Like if you get a point and you kill somebody, there's like 5 or 6 different sound files that play if you kill somebody. I mean, how cool is that? When the game starts, everybody cheers, everybody yells, whatever. I mean, it's a very dynamic feeling to the game. So to me, it's like, I couldn't really see them putting out like Team Fortress 3, because it would kind of feel wrong.
In space.
In space.
Yeah.
It would feel wrong, kind of like Left 4 Dead 2 feels wrong. Like they should have extended Left 4 Dead 1, but that's a whole other...
honestly, I won't go too far into it, but I played the demo of Left 4 Dead 2, and I got to take back everything I said. It feels like Left 4 Dead 1 with
a mod.
On. Yeah, and that makes me feel bad because I really think it should have just been kind of like an expansion.
Yeah.
Like charge $19 instead of $15.
Oh, okay.
It was fun beating, zombies over the head with a guitar.
Yeah.
But it's not $50 fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
$44.96.
I got to take back everything I said about. Oh yeah, you can get Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know if I will now.
Yeah. I mean, I have to give them props though for continuing this FPS from 2007. I mean, how long did Quake run? Well, okay, that's a bad example because that was a very bad example.
You a game real quick.
Counter-Strike Source, right?
Soldier of Fortune 1. Okay, so one of those weird offshoots. But I don't know. It feels like they are very much entitled to continue this IP because they own Steam. Like it tickles me every time I see like an ad for Team Fortress 2 on the front page of Steam, like the Steam store. and it says 50% off. I'm like, yeah, there it is. Team Fortress 2, sweet. That's the game I play. That's the game that we podcast about every freaking week.
But honestly, I would be happy if they just went ahead and put out the updates for the rest of the classes. So all the classes got their update, and then just fix bugs from then on out. Like, I don't care. And you don't really need to add anything new to the game. We love the game how it is.
Would it fizzle out, though? I mean,
people are still playing Quake 1, Team Fortress 1.
Oh, yeah.
They're still playing Quake. I think that's the game. And when you really come up with something new with, I don't know, automobiles or whatever, then go ahead and work on Team Fortress 3.
Yeah.
And make some money. I'm all good with them making money. I want them to make money and continue to make awesome games.
So, I think that Team Fortress in space really works.
I think you're on
CTF
drugs.
Moonwalk.
I think you're on margaritas.
CTF Moonwalk.
I would like to see some CPF, like, because Team Fortress kind of reminds me of like, what was it, Mars Attacks? Kind of like that era, like, so, like, I could see like a TF2 where it's like TF2 guys against the Martians.
Right.
No, but then,
like, that'd be kind of neat.
Then we could have. You can change your race. Then some of them could be other, like, some of them could be aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would like that. Like, that's your other team. You're not just the same characters against the same characters, right?
Humans against aliens.
It's the TF2 guys against these other guys.
Yeah.
Like, that would be awesome.
Against the Left 4 Dead guys.
Yeah.
Nice. See, they could do a crossover. I mean, they own the franchises, all of them. But, I don't know. I just don't know how long you can actually change an existing game and keep it exciting. Like, make it feel like a new experience. Like, I mean, obviously, it's not going to feel like a new experience with just one update. With an entirely, a new mod or something, from a community, it could, because they can reskin, they can remodel, they can make new maps, they can make it like a World War II FPS or something if they want
and
to.
that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, why don't you leave the game how it is? Well, we enjoy playing it that way. But if you want to do something new, well, let the mod creators go ahead and do that for free.
Yeah.
Right? They're the guys working for free. You go work on the new game, new concepts, or whatever. Just let the mod community go ahead and mess with that stuff. But, like, how long is it going to be until they change the game into something that you don't want to play?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you translate this to the MMO market, what they do is they keep the existing game. Okay, every now and then they may build upon it and give you more content.
Capitalism.
Right. But what would you say to an expansion to TF2? Say that they add 3 new classes, a couple maps that only work in the expansion, and a couple of new game mechanics that only work in expansion. Would you pay $20 for that and divide the group between Team Fortress 2 and Team Fortress 2 expansion?
2.5.
2.6.
Or what? Yeah, 2.6. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I it's the cost to me. Like with Left 4 Dead 2, I think
but
it
is
should
it
have
really
been an
the cost?
expansion and should have been $20.
But is it the cost or is it the division between the two?
Well, it's the cost to me because I'm like, I think there's a point where it's a new game and then where it's just an add-on, and I think there's price points for both, right? Like, I'm not going to pay $50 for an add-on.
Right.
If you're giving me something completely new that's like an expansion or something like in WoW where they give you twice as much as what you already have,
right?
Well, that's worth $50. But if you give me the same game and you're giving me clothes I can wear or new hats, like all the updates, I think that's a $20 expansion, and that's what they should have done.
Just like they only added, how many new types of zombies did they add to Left 4 Dead 2?
Well, 2 per level.
Okay.
They added 2 main big zombies, but then every kind of map has 2 new zombies that are designed just for that map. So they add, and I guess, to be fair, I played the Parish in just that one demo. So maybe the full game, to be fair, I'd have to play that to see, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say. If the demo's not going to sell me, is the whole game going to sell me?
Yeah.
I thought it seemed a lot different, but I guess that's personal opinion.
Well, the other thing was I had an issue with the daytime. I thought I'd like the daytime, and it was fine, but it was so awkward finding your way compared to being at night. Like
Really?
at night, you're just looking for the light cues, right? It's so easy to find the new place, right? And in the daytime, you're looking for just the new holes in the map. You know, the door or the alleyway that's new. But I found myself doubling back so much more than in Left 4 Dead 1, because I'd go down the alleyway and I'd go, oh no, that'll backtrack onto something I've already done. So I'll go out and go down this way, and then I get a dead end, and I'll be like, oh no, I guess that was the new way, and then go back and figure it out. Whereas the lighting was so much easier to kind of send you through those areas.
So what do you think, Johnny, about...
I think we haven't addressed potentially the most important question of all, which is if we say Left 4 Dead 2 on this podcast, do people have to drink twice?
Nice. All right, will do.
Done and done.
You know what would be interesting for like crossover? If they, for Team Fortress 2, if you could play as characters from other games, but they were in the Team Fortress style. I don't even know how that would work. Like, I can't really envision that, but...
I think the style's a lot to do with the game. I mean, that's kind of... and I hope they keep it. I hope they don't continue down a path of difference to some different style.
I like how realistic games are now, but I also like TF2 because it is so not mainstream realism, and it's just beautiful to me.
Yeah,
like a
it's like I can play
simulator.
TF2 in front of my kids, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a little
There's
cartoony.
something slightly more
Rare
timeless about a
unicorn.
graphic like that too, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So what do you guys, Mr. Eagle, what do you think about, I mean, like, I don't know, the fact that they can keep squeezing out content in this game that's 2 years old, and what exciting things do you think that they could do that could keep you playing this game for another 2 years?
I don't know. Well, to be honest, like the payload, I really didn't see that coming, and I don't think many people saw that game type coming. So, in the way of game modes, who knows what else they can come up with? I mean, King of the Hill is a lot of fun. I see lots of people playing King of the Hill. Payload's still really popular.
Yeah, Eric
the
came up
Arena
with
thing
that
didn't really
2 years
do so
ago.
lot, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Their track record for putting out new game modes has been pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
I agree with you. I think, and again, with the exception of Arena potentially, and I think that if they could figure out a way to retool that and make it a little bit more accessible or more popular somehow, that's going to help. And I think,
why does Arena? Why isn't Arena as popular as it?
I think people
should be?
don't like having to sit around and do nothing. And and then the way they set it up, where there's basically 3 teams, and some people are stuck as the spectator. I don't know, it's a little goofy how they set it up, and there's been some source mod things that people, or extensions that people have made to try and get around how the whole team thing works in Arena, so that you can play bigger teams against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because I love Arena when I'm in it and playing it, but when I got to sit there and just watch, I'm out looking for a new game.
Yeah.
The only Arena I like to play anymore is Pyro Dodgeball. Any regular Arena anymore is just like boring.
Well, and I think a lot of people had fun with the Harvest event. I mean, I think hands down that was a big selling point. I came back. I wanted to see it. I love playing that map. I love playing it even after the holidays over. I think they need to concentrate on that aspect of the game. Like screw costumes and hats and things like that. Work on the gameplay and making these different maps and events that make the game different just for a short period of time.
Like a hat for
I'd like
a
to see them
map.
take some of these Arena maps and turn them into King of the Hill maps. Like Ninkoid or Nino Kid in the chat room is talking about Arena Lumberyard. I would love to see King of the Hill Lumberyard.
Yeah, I'm surprised the modder hasn't already done that. I mean, everything's
Someone
out there.
probably has. Sure, it might be out there. Maybe I should go look.
They
See
could
you guys.
take they could take normal maps and do harvest with them. I mean, they could have put those pumpkins. I'm glad they gave us a whole new map.
Yeah.
Singing Hill was nice, but they could have put those pumpkins anywhere.
Yeah, they could have done a TF2 or whatever.
Would it change?
2 Fort.
Yeah, 2 Fort Halloween. Nice.
I should play 2 Fort at night.
Upside
That's
down,
fun.
why not?
Yeah, that rainy one, a dark one, it's kind of fun actually.
Yeah.
PL2 Fort. A wet sock just said PL2 Fort.
I want to see 2 Fort with snow. You know, I love the snow aspect of the game. It's something different.
Christmas. And when is Valve going to embrace Snow Fort? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that needs
greatest map ever.
I'm going to say next update, because the next update is going to be a holiday update.
Did you see that? Did you see the tweet from Gabe?
Yeah, I saw that.
Gabe Newell?
Pyro's going to be Santa Claus.
He did. That's what he said.
Gabe Newell.
He's always been. He brings you the gift of fire, whether near or far now with the flare gun.
Yeah, like, if no one here is following Gabe Newell on Twitter, totally do it, dude. Because dudes and dudettes.
And while you're following him, make sure you hit up Nailhead and Rick Copeland.
And Control Point. but yeah, Gabe Newell, he said that there's going to be an update before the Christmas update or the holiday update.
So there's going to be 2 updates.
Yeah, there's going to be a big update before 2010 is what he said.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So, just to finish though, I think in a lot of ways...
Oh, you're calling us done now, huh?
I mean, like, the question was, can we honestly think Valve's going to put out something new? And I mean, we just had a sweet holiday event, and we have Payload now, which was a whole new experience. It was like a whole new game that we got for free.
Yeah.
We got King of the Hill and all this kind of stuff. There's no reason to think Valve can't give us a new experience again, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would like to see either modders or Valve work on this. Give me an option where I don't have to look at everybody else's stupid hats. At least until I get one.
In a way, though, like when I heard of the Left 4 Dead 2 hat thing, honestly, my first response was, "That's brilliant." Because after hearing what you guys were talking about last week with the hats and their business model, and they're not making much money, and now they're putting a hat out, and I have friends that went pre-order Left 4 Dead 2 for this hat. I mean, if that's what the price is for what they're doing still, then fine. I don't freaking care. And to be fair, most people love the hat, so it makes sense why they're doing it, I think.
I wish they'd let us design a hat as like podcasters and give it out. Like a
feather hairdress.
Shut up.
Wait,
shut up.
Headdress?
You shut up.
I see what you did there.
Hey yo yo yo. Hey yo yo yo. Huh?
Have like,
is that
I'm
wrong?
gonna have to spank your ass after we're done with this podcast.
Hey yo.
You can have like a dead worker's beanie.
Yeah.
Dead worker's beanie would be sweet.
Awesome.
There you go. Or put the DWP logo on the Scout's ball cap.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can do that real easy. You can just do that with the skin. You wouldn't have to change any meshes or anything.
Are we ever going to get to what I wanted to talk about?
Yeah, that's right. So Sabrina has something she wants to say.
So basically, like, you know, I hardly ever play, and it's because I'm completely horrible at it. My biggest complaint, and one of the reasons I rarely will play, I mean, I did love when I played to a certain extent, but there's no single player mode of TF2, which, I mean, there's no reason really to play single player other than training. Like, for someone that wants to go in and play like an FPS like this, like any other game in the world has some kind of a training in it, but there's not for TF2. So there's no way for me to get any better, because all I do is like run out of a spawn and die, and I'm back again. You know, and there's no room for me to get better at playing anything but Pyro. Granted, I would probably only play Pyro anyway, because I like setting things on fire, but... You know, I would probably be really good at Sniper, because in any other game, you know, I'm good at just, you know, like Battlefront or Left 4 Dead, I'm good at shooting them from far away, but, you know, I can't get any better because I'm just getting killed, you know, over and over again, repeatedly all the time. So
we need to get you onto some of the training maps, you know, just set up CP3 with the password so that nobody else knows, so you can have free run of the place. And,
yeah, but that's...
You know, get on one of the training maps and get a bunch of bots going. And
That's kind of a Band-Aid, though. It's like, you know, it's like
It takes a lot more work. There should just be some easy way that I don't have to get in touch with people, because I mean, really, I don't, aside from like, Eric, hey, go tell those people to help me. There's not much I can do other than that.
We have the power.
Yeah, and it's not until like a couple months ago when bots were introduced, and you can actually kind of have a training map, like you said, or some simulation of other players doing something, but you can only really practice like certain techniques. Like I want to practice I don't know,
backstab,
rocket jumping,
yeah, or reflection with a pyro or something. But it's not the same thing as like a first person or a solo experience like a ton of games have.
Would that be like?
Yeah.
Because when I started playing Left 4 Dead, like before I would ever play with anybody else, I'm like, no way am I embarrassing myself and playing with other people before I actually practiced. But that was the thing. Left 4 Dead had a single player where you played by yourself and killed zombies and things.
Right.
Yeah. So I eventually got a little better before I actually played with people. Though I'm still not that great. But people don't complain when they play with me, at least.
Okay, everyone in the chat room is saying Zombie Fortress. I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
It's a mod. People have some a mod for TF2 where you can have zombies and stuff.
So, kind of like a solo play experience.
I don't know. I haven't really played it either. And people have asked, "Oh, Johnny, we need to get ZF maps on CP1." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that because it's too much trouble in the first place, and secondly, it's a lot of. I don't think a lot of people would enjoy that, but and it isn't solo. It's not single player anyway.
Is it kind of like a Left 4 Dead type mod for TF2?
I think so.
Okay.
Would that be like a single player TF2 thing, kind of like a Gary's mod type of thing?
Yeah, is that Gary's mod?
Because you can kind of I don't know if you can do Left 4 Dead, but when you're in Gary's mod, technically you're Gordon Freeman for Half-Life. But I'd love to be able to like have the TF2 weapons. I mean, all the stuff is there, like the sniper. They added all the stuff, the sniper and all the characters are there. But I'd love to be able to like shoot the TF2 weapons. I want to say while I'm Gordon Freeman, but like when I'm single player, when I'm not with anyone.
Right.
I think to Sabrina's point about perception of your own skill. I remember when I first started the game, I got kind of roped into it by coworkers, and I didn't really play a lot of FPSs at all until TF2. I mean, I played a little bit of the single player stuff for like Call of Duty and Medal of Honor and stuff, but I wasn't really very good at it. And when I jumped into TF2, it was like I think one of the first maps I played on was that stupid CP Orange X thing, and I was just getting owned there until I finally I went spy and tried to figure out how to play that, and I just kept trying a bunch of different things. But yeah, I mean it's I kind of had to just keep reminding myself that hopefully if anybody gives me any crap for sucking, I'm just going to ignore them because I just started playing.
Nobody really ever said anything to me about sucking. So, I mean, it wasn't like self-esteem, like, well, I'm never playing again. People are mean. It's nothing like that. Not yet, anyway. Probably because I've only played like 4 or 5 times. But it was just that I don't want to bring anybody else's game down because I'm constantly dying or I'm not doing any good.
Don't join my team. Just join Blue.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're a crutch.
Yeah, I just felt like I did kill people. I was usually at the bottom of the little list. Here I am. I don't even know technically what this is.
We don't either. Don't worry about it.
But that's what's great about CP.
I would have those
servers.
those certain times where I would do decent, and I would be towards the top. And at one point, I was higher than Eric, and I was like, But I would prefer to get a chance to get to know it. And I mean, any games I played before on PC, it was Tomb Raider. I played with arrow keys, so WASD is totally new to me. Of course, I've been playing WoW like nonstop for like a month now, so I'm getting a little better with that. But there really just needs to be some practice mode, to really help the noobs, so we don't get called noobs.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a really good idea, and we keep talking about a model for Valve to make money off TF2. Well, hell, why not come up with a single-player version of TF2 with a storyline that drives it, and you're on one side or the other or whatever, and you actually learn some mechanics of the MMO or the online version of the game that you could do single-player, and then make it a co-op, where you could co-op with up to 7 of your other friends.
Yeah.
Or like in fighting games, you can go in the training mode and they show you the buttons like click this, and this, and this does this. They should. I mean, of course, there's going to be you can look up controls and things like that, but there should be something that teaches you to get switch weapons.
I'd pay $50. I'd pay $50 to get a storyline mode for TF2, and I am not a single player game person, but this is something that I would throw $50 out for, is a storyline like that with Zephaniah.
You want some lore action?
Yes.
I would pay
Wouldn't that be
$50
awesome?
for a box set of DVDs. I want 12 episodes of the awesomest TF2 show.
You want Bruce Campbell as the soldier.
I want Bruce Campbell as a soldier.
You want laugh tracks and Michael J. Fox.
I want Sean Connery. I want John Travolta. Man, give it to us.
Can I be Scout's mom?
You can.
Yeah.
Does that make me Scout's dad?
Sure.
That would have to make you the spy.
I see what you did there.
I had to go there. Sorry.
Giggle.
Giggle.
I have a spy.
Oh, yeah.
Wiggle.
Christopher Walken for sure. Come on now.
Okay.
So
that's actually
that was the best discussion we've ever had since episode 2, the medic episode.
Yeah.
And I think, as much as I hate to do it, I think we should probably skip. Well, just about everything else for this episode.
You want to go ahead and skip all of listener
I
contributions?
think we should save that for the next episode.
Sold.
We've been going for 4 hours now.
Sold.
6 if you count the downtime.
You're just doing that because somebody put in P.S. Johnny Napalm for the win in their email.
I wouldn't do that. I promise you, I've not read a single email.
I know, what's that?
This is all because this is episode 94.6.
That was a good. I didn't expect to have a discussion like that, to be honest. So
yeah, it was
Nice.
great.
Good time.
Yeah.
You are listening to
Well done to you.
DWPN 94.6. All right, so we're gonna skip on down to the old player of the week. Player of the week.
Skippity up on down.
I don't see anybody listed there.
We're gonna finally give this sucker to Hemanena.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't even expecting that this week.
I know you weren't.
Dun.
That's why I didn't put it in the doc, because I didn't want to spoil
have
the
a doc.
surprise.
I don't even have.
Oh, you didn't even have it.
I didn't have this whole show.
I'll see if I can
Nice.
find you right now, Hema.
All right. Well, this is because you're from Huntsville. You found us, and you're here 2 weeks in a row, and
It's
you're
the
here to
same week.
stay.
It's the same week.
Same week.
Well,
not
no, it's
now.
actually 2 weeks.
Oh, this is true. This is Saturday and not Sunday. So
Well, now
actually,
it's
Now
Sunday.
it's Sunday.
Now we're all
Steam
confused.
Right now to set her as a POTW right now.
I was already in Steam.
this is like
They're fighting over getting you player of the week as fast
this
as
is
possible.
actually
That's funny.
this is actually the year 2013 in Canada, right?
So we stress
3 years ahead of you.
we do this normally on
They have hover
Sundays.
cars already.
So if you want to hear this live and see the live action, join us on Sundays normally at around 3 o'clock Central Time at deadworkers.com/live.
That's right.
You can always leave us email at cp@deadworkers.com. Someone reads them eventually. And they actually get on the show normally. This was just a long show. We'll definitely get back to those next week. And this is an odd show. We're just odd people.
We are totally odd people.
I'm done.
Check out. I want to totally thank our sponsor, lowpings.net, Control Point's official TF2 servers.
Whoa.
We are hosted with servers
Official.
by lowpings.net.
Whoa.
If you are totally looking for a cheap 100-tick game server, then you need to totally check out lowpings.net. Oh, you are insane for not doing it.
Cheaper than a whistle
You're
tip.
crazy for not doing it.
Low ping.
So,
So I just made Hemanena the player of the week.
Yes,
You beat me to it.
you did.
There you go.
I am a happy scout. I'm gonna play this week so I can
And
lure that around.
Johnny Napalm is great. He is the man who
you, Johnny.
updates our wiki page, which you can totally check out on what is that? TF2wiki.net.
Yep. TF2wiki.net/wiki/control_point_podcast.
That is where you can get all of your the crazy the memes that have gone on, the stupid in jokes, whatever. You basically get like a nice summary and rundown of all of the players of the weeks, of all of the episodes that have ever existed. If you want to know how long episode 23 is, go to the wiki. You'll find out. It's all there.
No, actually, episode 23 isn't. No, I'm kidding.
Like more than
1 hour, 36 minutes, and 4 seconds, by the way.
Oh, nice one. See, more than you ever want to know is there on the wiki. Those guys are awesome for doing that site. Go check out Saxton Hale there. You can check out everything over there.
And something that may not be there yet. CPCon 3, Back to the Future, will be happening New Year's Eve weekend from that Thursday, Friday-ish till that Sunday down here in Huntsville, Alabama. Go to the forums to find out more about it at deadworkers.com/community with a C.
I don't think there's any con stuff on the wiki. So if one of you con experts like a Mentalk or one of you guys or whatever,
Would that be a
put
con
some con
artist?
stuff on the wiki.
Mentalk's a good guy.
Yeah, Mentalk's been to all of them.
Yeah.
Wikitastic.
Also, check out all the songs, all the parodies that have ever existed on this show since the very first song that Ash Williams sent in called the Control Point song. It's all on a go to deadworkers.com/TF2. You'll see on the right side, you'll see download songs from the show. And sorry, but you have to register to the forums to see the page. Maybe I should fix that one day. I don't know. But you'll see, I don't know how many songs. Probably over 100, easily. Lots and lots of songs. Christmas songs, Ash Williams songs, songs by Milkshake Man, Freakadelic, all kinds of stuff.
I believe Johnny might have a few.
Johnny Napalm actually did it.
I wrote one and performed another one.
You totally did.
Oh, that reminds me.
Good stuff.
Speaking of songs, I have written probably 5 or more parody songs for TF2, but I can't ever find anybody to sing them.
I'll sing them.
Well,
Nice.
actually, some of them you can't.
Bam.
It's mostly dudes, but we shall write one then.
We need to get Michael McDonald on here. So if you're listening, Michael McDonald, we got a little quest for you. So consider me the quest giver. So we're gonna go on down to the Twitters. Everybody's got Twitters.
Wait, one last thing.
Huh?
Episode 100, January 6th. Or at CPCon Live. That's where you'll be able to get to hear it.
That's right, baby. January 6, 2010 is when episode 100 is going to be aired. This is an official announcement, right?
First time.
Yes, first time, baby. January 6, 2010. If you want to listen to this a week early, show up at CPCon 3 in Huntsville, Alabama. You can go to the forums, you can check out the post, and you can figure it out, whatever. Email us at cp@deadworkers.com and ask us if you're wanting to come and whatever. So, yeah.
I'll be there.
All right.
You guys gonna do the shout-outs there? It looked like there was one in the doc.
One little shout-out. One little shout-out by Eder. I would like to shout out to Mr. Snipey for gifting me Left 4 Dead and helping me play better in the world of TF2.
And I want to do a shout out to Spuzz. I've played with him a few times over the last couple of weeks, and he keeps begging me to give him a shout out on State of the Servers, and I'm like, I don't do that, but I want to shout out to him here. There we go, Spuzz.
You should charge them $10 for a shout out. We won't stand in your way.
Have people sponsor State of the Servers. That'd be awesome.
We just want $250 from each of them.
All right, so that's it for. You have been listening to DWPN 94.6. We'll see you next week.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point.
Victory.
Every one of you deserves a medal.
A podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.
Auf Wiedersehen!
Good job.